The ultimate and final test for the Warriors is here. Welcome to Gate to Gate. This event spans the entire base. It pushes Warriors to the limits, combining physical endurance and shooting skills. The Warrior must first tackle the obstacle course. From there, he drives a Humvee to the sniper tower. Then he will navigate 8 different target areas, including short and long-range shooting, target discrimination, CQB shoot house, quick weapon assembly, and more. Fastest time wins the title of Maximum Warrior and a Maximum Warrior prize pack, including $3,000 worth of Blackhawk product, a year's supply of supplements from MRI Performance, a Leopold Tactical Optics rifle scope, a Petzl headlamp, and an Armor Sight night scope.
Game plan is to go about 80% on it, conserve a little bit because I know that's just the beginning.
I'd say the obstacle course again. I just want to get that over with.
Yeah, definitely being taller makes the obstacles easier.
And start making my way into shooting.
When I get to the shooting stations, take a little more time, don't miss.
I want to do my best to represent the Air Force and my best to represent the pararescue community.
It's an honor to represent the Marine Corps. It's just a bonus to be able to represent my branch.
Go.
If you kind of blow yourself out on that, you're going to be hurting for everything else. So I just wanted to go smooth and be fresh when I was done with it. Coming to find out you only do about half of it anyways, but I'm still happy I went slow on it.
Well, after the obstacle course, took that Humvee over to the grenade launching course, and it only took, I think, 4 shots maybe to get it dialed in, and I hit it, moved on.
Maybe 5 or 6 rounds with the grenade launcher there. Then up to the tower.
Put on a harness real quick. Ascended up to the rooftop with my SCAR. I took a few shots.
I did have some issues on the tower. Just the zero on my gun is so far off.
Knocked down 6 yellow targets, about 150 meters, so maybe 100 meters.
And I was holding about 5 feet to the left to him.
It took me a few because my shots were a little off to the left, so I had to hold a bit to the right.
Once I had that figured out, it was a little bit of guesswork, but I made it happen, so hopefully that didn't cost me too much.
After I did that, I rappelled off the roof. Just went over to the pistol course. I knocked all those down.
I would just plank the spinner, it would spin, get a few of the static targets.
I made sure I hit the spinning one in the middle, just so that hopefully by the time I went back to it, it'd slow down a little bit and knock down some more targets.
When it would kind of stop spinning, plink it again, a few more static targets, kind of back and forth. And that seemed to work out pretty well for me.
After that, we went over the 9-hole challenge. Only 3 of the holes could be used. And there's 3 sets of 3 targets, 1 shot per target.
Yeah, I was assembling AK, but they had a bunch of weapons parts piled up together.
It was a little bit of troubleshooting. I found a piece that looked more Russian, I guess.
Bolt wasn't going in, pulled it out, and there was a piece of another gun that they had jammed right down, kind of right above the trigger housing.
I was 1 piece away from putting it together.
I used my Leatherman, busted that out. Good thing I had it. Pry that thing out of there. Once I got that out, got it together, no problem.
All I had to do was flip that bolt around, and as soon as I put it in, they said time. They put it together for me, and then it took a little bit to get it zeroed in, but eventually I knocked down the targets.
I think I got all of them except 1.
You engage. Threat target, grab your rifle.
They said ID the threats, and there was maybe 15 paper targets.
2 shots per target, so that's what I did.
I didn't know I only had like 15 seconds. I thought I had as much time as I wanted. I wanted to make sure I was shooting a threat, so I shot like 3, 4 targets, so that's definitely gonna cost me there.
Just working my way down. And then after that, I had to climb another wall. I popped on over the wall, went over to the Rogers shooting course. It was assembly of different handguns.
A Glock, a Beretta. I haven't touched a Beretta in probably 10 years.
And 1 shotgun. The first few handguns, easy.
Got to that 1911. I've touched one of those 1 time in my whole life, and that's probably the hardest pistol to put together anyways.
Made my way to the 1911, had some issues putting that together.
Once I got it together, was having issues. The magazine would not stay in, so I just slammed it into the wall, finish that magazine, and then the magazine wouldn't come out.
But then the shotgun was easy. So I think 6 shots.
I knew there were 7 targets, so I threw 7 rounds in there and blasted those. I was just trying to go smooth, looking for tripwires, and I only needed 2 rounds in every target. I probably put 3 to 5.
Yeah, I came in, shot a hostile, and shot a non-hostile. Points will be taken away for sure.
Just slow, smooth as fast, just kind of methodically going through, and I think it worked out okay for me.
But I didn't make the mistake again. As soon as I did it, I stopped.
It comes down to the weapons assembly. How fast can you do that? How familiar are you with those weapons?
He probably knows how to put together an AK, and he knows how to put together a 1911.
Yeah, it's 50-50 if I'm the maximum warrior or not.
I might be the maximum warrior.
The ultimate test for warriors, the final event covered over a mile of physically and mentally challenging tasks. Both of you are great Americans, and I consider it an honor to have worked with you both. I would gladly roll into combat with either one of you. Unfortunately, there can only be one Maximum Warrior. The winner of the Maximum Warrior 4 competition, the grand prize packed with product from Blackhawk, MRI Performance, and all our other sponsors, and the title of Maximum Warrior is Derek. Great run, man. You are the Maximum Warrior. Congratulations.
I was here to represent the Air Force and pararescue, and I was just really here to put out and see my own capabilities.
Feels good. Total honor to represent the Marine Corps. Super excited that a Marine finally won. I don't really need all the money right now, so I was probably going to donate a large chunk of it to a good charity, something involving veterans. There's one charity in particular, it's called the Snowball Express, and what they do is they take the kids of the guys that have been killed overseas, they take them on trips, treat them like royalty. They get to meet other kids that are in the same situation. To be honest, the best part was just being here, working with these guys. It was a total honor to work with all of them. Every guy here is a great operator, and I'd go into combat with any one of them.